Story 1. The floor that shouldn't exist. I was staying at a hotel for a school competition. We were all booked on the 8th floor, and after practice one night, I went up alone because I forgot my charger. I got in the elevator, pressed 8, and leaned against the wall, tired. But instead of going up, the elevator stopped on 6. I didn't think much of it until the doors opened, and there was no hallway. Just this long, dim corridor that didn't match the hotel. The lights were flickering, and the walls looked like they were from an old hospital or something. I pressed close door immediately, but it didn't close right away. It stayed open for a full minute. I didn't hear anything, but I felt like someone was standing just out of view. When it finally closed and took me to 8, I ran out. I asked the front desk later if there was anything under construction, and they looked confused. They told me the elevator doesn't stop on 6. The hotel only has floors 1 through 5, then 7 and up. There's no 6th floor. Story 2. The mirror. The building I work at has this old elevator with mirrors on all 3 walls. One night, I was working late and had to use it alone. As soon as I got in, I noticed my reflection didn't feel right. I know that sounds weird, but it wasn't copying me exactly. When I scratched my head, the reflection was just second off. I laughed it off at first, thinking I was just tired, but then it blinked. When I didn't, I turned around fast, thinking maybe someone was behind me, but I was completely alone. I stared into the mirror again, and my reflection had this slight smirk. I wasn't smiling. I just kept watching it until the elevator stopped. The doors opened and I stepped out fast. As the doors closed, I swear I saw the reflection still looking at me. Not out, at me. Story 3. The button that lit up by itself. I was going down to the lobby of my apartment one night. It was around midnight and I was taking out trash. I pressed G and leaned against the back of the elevator. It started going down, but then I heard a ding and saw the button for the 4th floor light up on its own. I live alone and I hadn't seen anyone else in the hallway. The elevator stopped at 4 and the doors opened, but no one came in. Just silence. Then the elevator didn't move. I pressed close door, but nothing happened. After about 30 seconds, I heard a heavy step, like someone walking across the hall. Still, no one showed. I pressed every button. Eventually, the doors closed and it went to the ground floor like normal. Ever since then, I never take the elevator at night. I just use the stairs, even if it's a hassle. Story 4. The passenger that wasn't there. Back in college, I was staying at the dorms, and one night I was coming back from a late-night snack run. I got into the elevator with this other student, just some random guy I didn't recognize. He looked normal, wearing a hoodie and jeans. He pressed a floor above mine. We stood in silence, but halfway up, the lights flickered, and the elevator shook a little. When the lights came back, he was gone. The elevator didn't stop, no doors opened, but the guy was just gone. I was frozen. I even checked behind me in case I missed something, but nope, I was alone. When I got off at my floor, I told the RA. He said that years ago, a student had died in that elevator after getting stuck during a power outage. I had no idea if he was joking or not, but after that, I always waited for someone else to call the elevator first. Story 5. The basement ride. One night, I was at this office building helping a friend with a short film project. We stayed late, and around 2 a.m., I went down alone to grab something from the car. I got in the elevator, pressed G, and it started moving. But halfway down, it suddenly changed direction and went below ground. I didn't even know the building had a basement. There was no B button on the panel. When it stopped, the doors opened to a pitch-black hallway. It looked like a storage area, but the air felt wrong, heavy. I stood there frozen. Then I heard what sounded like metal dragging on the floor. I kept pressing buttons like crazy until the doors closed again and it went back up to the ground floor. I told my friend, and he said he's never seen a basement in that building. The maintenance guy later told us there used to be one, but it got sealed off years ago after a flood. That elevator shouldn't have been able to go there.